Hi all, so welcome to my second blog. Also please like and subscribe my channel if you like my training. So in this blog we will discuss to fetch the SharePoint data from SharePoint Online using REST API. So firstly we have a SharePoint Online site in SharePoint Tech World. So first I have created one employee list. So if we go to the site contents, you can see that I have created one site, and in that site I have created one list called employee list. So if you open employee, you can see there are three names. So I updated in the title field as three names. So today actually what we are going to do is we will display this informations in a SharePoint page. So for that, firstly, actually here I will show you from the scratch. So first we will create one SharePoint page. So we will go to the site contents. So the site page is actually we will create one site page. So here we will create new web part page and we will give a name for this page as an employee. So we give like employee. Now we created and we will save. Actually we can select which folder we want to save. So currently I'm going to save in site assets. So I created. So now we got a one web part page. So now the next thing is actually we have to show those information in this part. So for that we will add one content editor web part. So for that we will go to the add web part. In the media and content we will select the content editor web part. So now the content editor web part is added. So in this place actually we want to display the employee data. So before that actually we want to create one HTML page. So I have created one HTML page like HTML head, then the script and the body. So this is the table section. So if you see actually you can see two things. So in a HTML page we added first one is script. So why we added jQuery is actually we are taking so many things related to jQuery like the dollar. Also we are using that jQuery Ajax function here. So for REST API also we need this jQuery library. So I added a jQuery library. Then I added one table. So this table actually, to this table we are appending those employee details. So here I written an heading as name. Then for the table I have written an ID as employee TBL. So to this we are going to append. So firstly we will save this HTML and we will display in the page. So I created this HTML and I saved. Then I actually we can use different type of tools to update this jQuery HTML files. So like Visual Studio Code is there, SharePoint Designer is there. So currently I am just doing through the browser itself without using these tools. So if you go to the site assets, we will create one employee folder. So in this employee folder we will add all the details somewhere. So it's good to get all the details in an efficient manner. So in this employee we will add our HTML file. So we will just drag and drop our HTML file here. So now the HTML file is get added. So now what the next thing is, we have to give the reference to our employee page. So if you edit this content web part, so here you can give the reference. So I just copy the site URL, then I paste the site URL. So inside site actually our files in site assets. So we will type site assets, then we will give the folder name. So this is an employee folder, then our file. So it is like employee html.html file. If we click on the test link, if our data is correct, we will get an output like this. Then we will just put apply, then OK. So at that point you can see the result is like, if you stop, you can see that our HTML content is displayed here. Now if you want to hide this content above part, just go to edit page. Here actually you will get more properties along with this content above part. So actually I want to just hide those details, so just go to the Chrome type. So here you can select all the, like if you want title only, you can select title only, border. So currently we don't want anything, so we will choose none. Then we will click apply. Okay, so now you go to that content heading will go, and we'll get only the name heading. So now what's the next thing? We want to display the JS file, right? Actually we want to fetch those details from REST-API. So I have created one JS file. So I will explain in details all these things. So currently what we did was we created one function. So in this function we will call the, actually in the site URL, in this field we will just copy all our site URL, like the HTTP, SharePoint tech dot, all things will come under in this site URL. If you want to get, you just copy this one and paste in your console application, you will see the site URL. So along with that site URL, we are fetching the data. So for fetching, we discussed in our previous blog, like, so using this get by title, we will fetch the employee list. So we are passing the get operator. So the method, the HTTP method we are using here is get method. So from that we will get the data here. So I have just written console.log data. So here you can see the result. So what actually we are getting. So now we saved. Also we have to update in our HTML file. So we have to give those reference. So to update this one, we have to add our script here also. So script src. So before that we have to save our employee JS in the path we written before. So we will go to the our site, then we will add our JS file. So just our JS file is in employee folder. So we will add our JS to here. Now we will give the reference. So we have to give the reference. So in this one we will give the reference, like we copy it under the employee folder. So we will like employee and then the JS file name. Now we will close the script. So we give the reference. Now what the next thing? We want to call this function. So to call this function, same thing. We will add the script. So we will add the script. So in the script we want to call those functions. So to call that function, we will call the document ready function. So document dot ready function. So closing, then we will call that function. So function is in the text type. So we call that function and we paste here. Save. So now we saved. Now we will upload this HTML file to. So if you just want to upload those files, we just same thing, we can replace that. So we just drag and drop the HTML, it will get the updated one. So you will get a message like this, just click on the replace. So you will get the updated one. Now if you go to this one and if you refresh this one, so you can see that we already fetched those information from the employee table and it's short here. So I will show you the code part. So if you go to console, if we already written one thing in console, like if you check the code, you can see that we written like for data we just put in console log to know what the data is coming from the list. So if you go to and expand this one object, you can see actually we got, see inside the data we have an object like D. So inside D we have a result. Inside that result we have so many arrays. So in that array this written all the field in SharePoint. So what actually we want? We want only the title field. So if you see here, you will get that the title of the employee. So the same thing also for other two records. If we go to the title, we want to get the John. So if you see this one, where actually have result in under the D, under result, inside that result we have array. So what we have to do, we have to fetch all things. So what we done here is we will get the result here. So in that result we will save into a variable to items. So we will get all the array in the items. So what the next thing, we have to filter all the array. So by taking the length, we will filter, and we want to display only the title field. So I told you we will get all the details. So we want only the title. So we will get the title here like title. So now it's appended, and we will save all the variables to full result. And in our HTML we have created one ID for the employee. So now we are just appending our result to the employee ID. So actually we will learn more filtering like top function all in our next blogs. How we filter the data, so how we will select here, how we will filter all the parameters, we will learn upcoming sections. So for now we will just only display how to retrieve. So now suppose if you want to give a style, we will just add the style here like so under the script we will add the style. So we will just put like our link the style sheet, then we will select the type, so the type, then so now the next thing is we have to give the reference. So for the giving the reference, we didn't added the CSS file, so I created one more CSS file. So here just simply putting one table, the table design, then the th background. For even row we will display some color. So we are just uploading that. So we will go to our TechWorld employee list. So in this one we will upload our CSS file. So if we just drag and drop the CSS file, so that one is also uploaded. Now if you go to the HTML and we have to add those references, so we will do like href, then we will take it from the employee folder, so the employee folder and the employee.css. so now the link file is also added. Now we will save, and we will go to our employee and we will upload our new HTML file. So we will just replace the existing. So if you go to this one, if you just drag and drop, replace. So now we just replaced. So now if you just refresh our page, so here you can see that our data is came successfully with all the designs. So now we display all the name in using jQuery Ajax function. We will fetch all the details. So now we learn only the get item in the REST table. So upcoming blogs we will learn the filtering, the top function, then how we will filter all the data, how we will top the records and how we will get the records, then on the updation part, deletion part. Then here we are just working with the HTML table. So now we will learn how to work with jQuery data table and REST API. So thank you all. So if you like my training, please like and subscribe.